I made around $15,861 from selling covered calls and selling cash secure puts. I'm gonna explain all of that in this video. Everybody wants free money. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys the closest thing I found to basically free money inside of the stock market that you could get started with today. Is very simple. By the end of this video, I'm gonna show you guys everything that you need to know to create some passive income. Now, the strategy I'm talking about is by selling options. That's right. Only around 20% of traders that are buying options are profitable traders. Well, the other 80%, and if you use my strategy correctly, you will be part of the 90% of the people that sell options will become profitable using this very simple strategy that could generate you some passive income every week or every month. So in this video, you're going to learn everything that you need to know: how I enter my trades, what deltas do I look at, how I analyze the stock, and how to get out of a trade to collect my profit. Now, I'm going to give you guys my exact step-by-step game plan. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up on this video. Let's try to get it to around 800 thumbs up. And then subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future information, and stay throughout this entire video so you do not miss out on any of these crucial steps. Now, for the last couple of years, I've been growing the base of my portfolio, the foundation of my portfolio, by investing inside of SPY, VOO, QQQ, those ETFs, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. I've been investing inside of my base portfolio so I can have a very strong base. And then I was selling options at the time, but I really started to take selling options very serious when I started to take my extra cash and extra income to start to generate passive income every single week, every single month from selling options. And when I started this around 5 or 6 months ago, let me show you guys exactly how much I made. If we come over here, this is my spreadsheet just from 2024. And all of 2024, since I started to take it serious, I made around $15,861 from selling covered calls and selling cash secure puts. I'm gonna explain all of that in this video. I was selling on SOXL, made me $696, TSSL, NDVL, AMD. I was selling it on AMD. I collected a whole bunch on Apple. You guys know I love Apple, Google, and a couple other stocks on there, and Tesla made me $4,000. But overall in 2024, I made $15,861. But I really started to take it serious, and just in 2025, in just the very first week, I generated $1,424 in premiums. That I'm going to show you guys that in a step that you could get started, today inside of the stock market. It sounds confusing, but after you watch this video, it should become very easy to you. And if you guys do want to learn more, I did post this over inside of my Discord to the Dream Team. I told them that I generated $1,164, and I told them that I was going to come back with a call credit spread and also sell another put on Tesla to generate another $260. If you guys do want to learn more, I got the complete strategy in here: module 1, module 2, module 3 inside of the Discord. If you guys want to join that, the Patreon, that link is down in the description. The Patreon to take to my Discord. Over there, I post every single time I buy and sell a stock, and I also post my option trades in there, my option premiums in there. And we also have 3 pro day traders that post their day trades every single day. And if you guys want to be part of a group that want to be financially free just like you, go ahead and consider joining the Patreon. That link is down in the description. But let's take a look at my portfolio right quick. Ever since I started to take it very serious, I started to grow my account very, very fast. Just in the last 3 months alone, I'm up $35,000. My account balance is at $237,000. Now let me show you guys how I sell covered calls, and then I'm going to show you guys how I sell cash secure puts and exactly what it is and how I create passive income. Now, for example, if you already have 100 shares of a stock, let's type in Apple, AAPL. You guys know I have 100 shares of Apple. I have 131 shares. So if you already have 131 shares, you want to sell covered calls. If you do not have 100 shares of any company and you want to collect premiums from selling cash secure puts, or even if you don't have the money to sell 100 shares, you can do poor man's covered calls or put credit spreads that I'm going to talk about in a completely different video. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on those. But the first thing you want to do, you want to hit trade, and then you're going to go to trade options. And then we're going to go out about a month to January to February 7th. We're going to go out about a month. Now, the first thing you do is you're going to start off on buy a call. We're going to switch it over to sell a call. And then we're going to look at on the right side. If you're buying a call right here, it will cost you $269 to buy this call, and 80% of those investors that buy calls, they expire out of their money and they never make money. We're on the other side. Once you start to work on the other side of the chain of where you're selling calls, you're going to start to win 80, 90, 95% of the time, especially if you're using the wheel strategy. I'm going to talk about that in this video as well. So the first thing I do is I look at Apple, and then I want to go out of the money. Out of the money is anything above $242. That's the price of Apple at the recording of this video. So we're going to pick the 255. We're going to click that, and right there where it says Delta, I want to look for a Delta that's anything underneath 0.3, and right there is at 0.26. So this is one that I would sell, and I would click this button right here. And for example, if you used to click the $250 strike price right here, that is a delta of 0.36. So that's very close for me. So I would just come back to the 255 and click that one. Right there it says $2.30. Now when you're dealing with options, everything is by 100 shares. So other than it being $2.30, it would be $230. So once I click this one and hit apply, I will be credited $230 immediately to my account, and they would just hold my 100 shares in collateral. And that's how I've been able to generate passive income, because if Apple is at 242 and Apple do not go above 242 by expiration date, let's say February 7th come and Apple is only at $254, I would still keep the $230 they gave me in premium, and I get to keep my 100 shares. And then I would just sell it again at a higher strike price the following week or the following month out. Now, if Apple do go all the way up to $255 and I'm forced to sell at $255, I made all of that profit from $242, the profit all the way up to $255, and they paid me to collect all of that profit from selling Apple at $255, $230. And if Apple was to go above $260, I would still have a little wiggle room. Right there it says the break even is $257 because I'm collecting premium on Apple. So that's how I've been able to generate easy income. In fact, if Apple was to stay at 242 for another week or two, even though we have the expiration date of February 7th, if Apple was to stay around 242 for another week or two, this premium right here would go down some, and then we would have maybe 60-80% of our profit already in Apple, and we do not have to wait all the way to February 7th. And then we will sell it early and not wait until expiration and collect a lot of passive income that way. Now, one thing that you guys want to look at is the IV. The IV is at the top right there where it says 24%. The higher the IV is, the implied volatility, the higher premiums that you're going to get paid. So as you guys can see, with a delta of 0.26, you will be collecting around $230 from Apple. Now let's go to a stock that has a higher IV like Tesla, and then we're going to sell cash and kill puts on Tesla. Now you guys already seen that I made around $4,000 in Tesla last year just selling cash and kill puts and cover calls on Tesla. I'm going to double that up by doing leverage on Tesla. But let's go to Tesla right quick, TSLA. We're going to click that, and then we're going to hit trade options, and then we're going to go all the way out to February 17th. And now we're going to sell puts on Tesla. Now let's find one that is at 0.3 delta. Let's click the 360. There it goes. That's a delta of 0.27. So it's underneath the 0.3 that we're looking for. Let's try the 370. All right, that's 0.32. So we're going to go back to the 365. Right there is a delta of 0.29. So we'll click this one. We'll sell it, put it on Tesla at 365, which is a month out. And if we was to click this right here, hit buy, we will get credited $1,549 to our account immediately. And that's how you could create an extra $1,500 in premium every single month just from selling cash or kill puts on Tesla. Now, if that's too close for you, right, it says a chance of profit of 71 because it's going to look at the delta. The delta is 0.3 almost. And that's the difference. That's your win percentage. That means that out of the 10 times that you do this, you're going to win 7 times, right? If you want to do if you want to be a little less risky and come down to the 80% chance of profit, which should be a delta of around 0.2. Yes, it's a delta of 0.18. So we could click the 340 strike price and generate $810 in passive income. That means for every 10 times you do this, you will win 8 out of those 10 times, making you an 80% profitable trader. It's very easy when you come over to selling options other than buying options. You become a profitable trader. Now I know what you're saying, hey, I don't have that kind of capital. I don't have that kind of money to sell cover calls and sell cash you can push. Yes, guys, I know, but let me show you a little tip that's inside of my course that I'm going to give you right now. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the capital to sell cash or kill puts and cover calls on a company like Tesla or Apple, then you can go to their leverage, which is a little bit more risky, but it's a 3x or a 2x leverage, which is usually cheaper. And also you guys can see that they have an IV of 67%. So that's higher than Apple. All right, so you're gonna come over to TSLL, which is a leverage of Tesla. It's a 2x leverage of Tesla, and it's only $25. So it will cost you a lot less to sell covered calls and cash secure puts on Tesla. Because on Tesla, we're back on Tesla at the 265. If we click the 365 and hit sell, we would have to put up $35,000 in collateral just to do this option. Now, let me show you what TSLL is. So on TSLL, it's only $25. We're gonna hit trade option, go out to February 7th, and then we're gonna sell a put on TSLL. Now let's go all the way down to a chance of profit of 71% again, of 71%. So we could click this one right here. It would give us $88, and if it will only cost us $2,000 to enter this trade, $2,100 to enter this trade, other than $35,000, and you could collect around $90 in premium every single month. Or you could come over and put in 10 of them and collect around $900 in premium every single month. So you guys could find the leverage stock of those and collect premium. Now, what would take your game from an 80% profitable trader to a 90% profitable trader? Let's go back to Apple right quick. So if we look at the charts, I like to look at the charts on Apple. And if we was to start off by selling cash secure puts, that means we are willing to buy Apple at a certain price. And let's say I'm willing to buy Apple at, let's say, this price right here at $240. Now $240, I'm willing to buy Apple. We come back over to the options chain. We're gonna click that February 17th. We're gonna sell a put on Apple at $240. It will give us $525 in premium in just 1 week from selling this one. Now let's say Apple do pull back to $240, $239, and we're assigned shares of Apple, 100 shares of Apple at $240. Cool, we got paid $500 to buy Apple at $240, $239, right? Now the very next week we'll go out another month. Let's just say on February 17th we'll go out another month, and then we're going to sell a covered call on Apple to sell it at the exact same strike price that we bought it at, which would be $240, or to sell it at a higher price like $245. So we'll collect the difference, the $500 difference from $240 to $245, and we will make another $570. So that's $1,000 difference. This is where you make the most money, is when you get assigned selling puts and then you start to sell covered calls very close to the money. That's where you make the most money when it comes to the wheel strategy. Now, if you guys do want to learn more about the wheel strategy, I have a course, I have a video course inside of my Discord. Join the Patreon if you guys do want to check that out. But yeah, that's how I pretty much been generating passive income every single week or every single month inside the stock market by selling options, cash secure puts, cover calls. And then if you want to be aggressive, you have an even smaller account, you can do poor man covers calls that I could not cover in this video. It will be in a future video, so subscribe. Or you could do put credit spreads, which, oh man, my goodness, make so much money, put credit spreads, but it is dangerous. That one is not easy. You have to learn how to do that one. If you guys just want to follow me, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe buttons, because I'm going to talk about this in future videos. But let me know, are you a buyer of options, or have you already tried to tinker a little bit with selling options? Down in the description, down in the comment section. If you guys do want to pick up some free stocks, I'm gonna leave a link to Moomoo down in the description. Sign up, use that platform. You can get up to 15 free shares of 15 free stocks using that platform. But yeah, guys, other than that, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.